knowledge and wisdom. Xiefeng. Translation edited by Jiejing. In the movie Fearless, Huiyuanjia is a master of martial arts. His shadowless fist allows him to overcome enemies, catch them off guard, and make them defenseless. It is an unstoppable technique that leaves opponents unable to defend themselves and provides them no room for counterattacks. The power of this shadowless fist lies in its lack of a fixed pattern. It is highly versatile, constantly changing, and adaptable to any situation. It may seem complex with only one move, yet it contains endless variations and techniques. The shadowless fist is a technique without a technique. If you were to ask Huiyuanjia, Master Hua, how many patterns does your shadowless fist have, and how can one learn it? Huiyuanjia would not be able to give you a definitive answer because even he himself is uncertain. The secret of this shadowless fist lies in its embodiment of the essence of martial arts. Regardless of the specific martial art, philosophy, thoughts, or methods, once it becomes one with the Tao, it becomes unfathomable, only to be comprehended through personal insight, impossible to express in words. Confucius once questioned Laozi about the Tao and later said to his disciples, "Birds, I know they can fly, fish, I know they can swim, beasts, I know they can run. Running beasts can be caught in a net, swimming fish can be caught with a mesh, and flying birds can be shot down with an arrow. As for the dragon, I simply don't know, it rides the winds and ascends directly to the ninth heaven." Today, having met Laozi, isn't he just like a dragon? Confucius, a sage renowned for his profound knowledge and wisdom, when faced with the wisdom of Laozi, lacked the ability to fully comprehend it. He could not perceive the limits of Laozi's wisdom because Laozi's wisdom, much like Huiyuanjia's shadowless fist, is something that is without action, yet accomplishes everything. It is elusive, just like not seeing its head when approaching, nor its tail when following. It is like a tiger trying to swallow the sky, with nowhere to find an opening. The Buddha, Shakyamuni, spent over 40 years teaching the Dharma, yet in the end, he stated that he had not truly said anything, nor had he given any teachings. He said to Subhuti, "Subhuti, do not say that the Tathagata thinks, I must expound the Dharma. Do not have such a thought." Why? Because if someone says so, he will truly slander the Buddha and be unable to understand my teachings. Subhuti, when the Tathagata expounds the Dharma, there is truly no Dharma to teach. Yet, this is expediently termed as teaching the Dharma. He went on, circling around, reversing, and repeating, but ultimately, he informed us that he had not said anything at all. Wonderful. Because Buddha Shakyamuni attained enlightenment. When I was contemplating how to explain the origin of the universe, unsure of how to effectively articulate it, one evening, as I was reading the Diamond Sutra, I burst into laughter. I laughed so hard that I had to bury my head in the blanket and suppress my laughter. I saw Buddha Shakyamuni laughing heartily too, and saw the greatest creator smiling as he walked away with hands behind his back. In the novel Heavenly Sword and Dragon Slaying Saber by the renowned master Jin Yong, Zhang Sanfeng teaches Zhang Wuji a unique sword technique. The peculiarity of this technique lies in the ability to forget about the sword technique itself. No matter how many moves or forms are taught, the ultimate goal is to reach a state where, after learning everything, one realizes they haven't learned any specific sword technique, yet it seems as if they have mastered all sword techniques. In reality, the sword technique taught by Zhang Sanfeng to Zhang Wuji bears a resemblance to Huiyuanjia's shadowless fist in its profound nature, with the essence lying in the entering of the Tao. The entire universe is composed of different levels of life. We can liken this universe to a courtyard of life, or a home of life. However, to understand the mysteries of this courtyard of life, one must utilize Zen. Zen, in this context, refers to ascending to a state of great wisdom through profound insights into life. The significance of Lifechanyuan lies therein. The purpose of the Revelations section is to provide explanations and insights into everyday phenomena, inspiring everyone to gain enlightenment. By extrapolating from specific instances and making connections, one can ultimately enter the Tao. In Revelations, I only write 100 articles, but in reality, I could write 100,000 articles, a billion articles, even countless articles. However, if readers cannot attain self-realization, no matter how much I write, what purpose does it serve? In order to expedite everyone's path to enlightenment, let me provide a definition for knowledge and wisdom and explain their meanings and differences. What is knowledge? It refers to the understanding and experiences acquired without personal contemplation and profound insights. Everything learned from schools and churches, everything acquired from parents and masters, and everything obtained from books, magazines, movies, and television are considered knowledge. What is wisdom? Wisdom refers to the ability gained through one's own brain's contemplation, analysis and judgment, or the perception of the heart. Wisdom cannot be obtained through sight, hearing, taste, smell, or touch. Wisdom is the crystallization of thinking, the child of thinking, and the outcome of thinking. When entering Lifechanyuan, one should not focus on acquiring knowledge but instead strive for wisdom. Otherwise, no matter how much I said, it will be in vain. Silence might be better. The more I speak, the more confused you become. In order to stimulate the birth of wisdom, I will now present several questions for everyone to contemplate in their free time. By the time I finish writing the 100 articles of Revelations, I hope to witness the emergence of a large number of individuals who can attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, supreme, profound, and perfect enlightenment. If fate allows, I will then discuss advanced spiritual cultivation and the chapter of preaching the Tao. 1. Why are there so many stars in the sky? 2. Where is the greatest creator exactly? 3. How did the earth start moving initially? 4. Why is there only one moon hanging in the sky? 5. Will the human population on earth continue to increase infinitely? What is the best way to limit population growth? 6. How was the atmosphere formed? 7. Are wolves the ancestors of dogs? 8. Why don't humans have eyes on the back of their heads? 9. Why do species vary greatly, while human faces differ immensely? 10. Why do orange trees only bear oranges, and peach trees only bear peaches? 11. Despite being born from the same mother, why do siblings have such vastly different destinies? 12. With the same earth and the same sky, why is there so little rain or snow over deserts and wastelands? 13. Why do carnivorous animals have lower reproductive abilities compared to herbivores? Why? 14. In the universe, which direction is up, and which direction is down? 15. Is empty space truly devoid of everything? 16. Assuming no major obstacles, to what extent can human development ultimately reach? 17. When someone unexpectedly encounters a car accident, is it a coincidence or a necessity? 18. Who am I, really?